Hey, Browns fans, Bears fans, and burnouts. This is your main man, J-Rex, here with my main man, B-Weird. What's going on, brother? How you doing this evening? Whoa, that's weird to say. I haven't said that in a month. It's crazy.
What are we doing? What's happening?
We're recording. We're right now. We're going.
What-
I just did the intro. Are you not here?
This is a show. We're doing a show.
This is a show. We are doing a show. Yes.
We're back.
Yes. We're back.
We are back.
Yeah. Right.
It's football season. It's time to make some money. It's fantasy football season. It's time to make money kicking people's ass in fantasy football. I love this time of year.
It is a wonderful time of year. The weather's starting to cool off.
Yeah.
You're wearing a hoodie and a beanie
season,
now. Yeah. Well, I mean, our weather's still in the 90s here, but thank God, because I can't stand Florida, obviously, in September. It's miserable. Anywho, I digress. So it's been an eventful month for us. I've been traveling a lot for work, and we apologize because I've been on the road a lot. And Be Weird has had some developments in his life as well.
I have a new partner and a new job, and been, out and about, living life, doing summer things before summer was over. It's been fun. Been losing weight. Been enjoying life. It's been good.
Good for you.
Summer's over though.
Good for you.
Yeah,
well, I live in the land of always summer, so it's always going to be summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. So, let's talk a little sports, shall we?
We shall.
All right. I mean, there is a football season coming up, and I think one of the reasons we didn't want to do a show, folks, is the preseason is awful. I hate the preseason.
It is very boring, and you know what? For the Browns, especially, we were just really good. Like, we cut good players. That's a very good problem to have.
Right. It means you're a good team. And in years past, like, the Browns have been so bad that, like, the preseason's all we had. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the regular season was just such a death knell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So, I think by that virtue, why don't we go ahead and preview...
Talk about revenge
the Browns season. Yeah, I mean, so... funny story, the last team the Browns played was the Kansas City Chiefs, and now this game, the Browns are playing the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
So they got eliminated by Chad Henne on a 3rd and 14 last season, and that's how their season ended before when they had a shot to go to an AFC Championship game.
Sure did.
Yep. And now here we are. They play the Kansas City Chiefs again in Arrowhead Week 1.
Yep.
So... who do you got?
I got the Browns.
Me too. They're pissed and they're out for blood.
So, somewhat similar situation, I guess. Or not similar situation, but there's been a few revenge type games in the last couple of years now. Excuse me. That stick out to me. Against the Steelers and against the Ravens and against the Titans. And we came back and we fucked them up.
They really punked the Titans last season. Yeah. They really did.
Yeah.
They punked the shit out of the Titans.
I expect the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah. I think it's fair.
And Kansas City is very good. They're very, very good. Absolutely. There's no doubting that. But I don't think that they're much better, if any, better than the Browns. The Browns have increased their skill and talent at a much higher level and incline than the Chiefs have recently, like in the last year or two.
I mean, yeah, I think that's definitely it. And they have people on their team who they didn't have last time when they played the Chiefs.
Exactly.
So here's my question to you, Mr. Beware.
Yes.
Who is going to be the most impactful player in that game?
So on offense, I'm going.
Well, no, I mean you got to pick one player who's going to be the most impactful.
Okay. I'm going with somebody who wasn't in the game last time.
Okay.
Odell.
Okay.
He wanted
Fair. That's
he
fair.
wanted to play last time. He wanted to be in that game. He wanted to be the difference maker. He's going to be out to prove something this season, and it's going to start in that game. I expect him to come out and have at least one touchdown, but expect him to be out for fucking blood.
Yeah, I mean it's also a contract year for him, so he's out to make his money because his contract's about to expire, in the next year or two.
I think that the money
So
is secondary for him this year, even.
yeah, I mean I think that's fair. I mean I could see it that way. So me personally, okay, who's going to be the most impactful player for the Browns? It's going to be JOK, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And here's the reason why. He's the one who's going to have to guard Travis Kelce. He's the one who's going to have to come up off the line and stop the run and do these things and basically keep the mismatch because he's this kind of safety hybrid linebacker to stop, someone like Travis Kelce, and he can cover Tyreek Hill and he can do all these other things. And I think that his addition is one of the cornerstones to our defense is it's important, and I think it's gonna, it's gonna be impactful in this game.
No, I love that pick. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah. And here's the thing, man. I mean, think about that. I mean, we can point to two major pieces the Browns have in this game that they did not have last season.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's so many more too. The whole secondary.
So
The
funny
entire
you say that.
secondary.
Greedy and Grant Delpit finally practiced this week.
That's
And
great.
they should be ready for week 1, hopefully, is what they're
That's
saying.
great, and that doesn't even bring up Troy Hill and JJ.
John Johnson III and Troy Hill or Greg Newsom.
Right. Yeah. Like our secondary is so much better than it was in any years past. Any years past.
Yeah, I mean, we're just loaded from top to bottom in the secondary.
Right.
We really are.
Like, I'm not worried about Tyreek Hill. How about that?
Okay. So I think the only thing where there could be a little bit of question is on the interior section of the defensive line.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and if you're telling me that our linebackers are Taki, Malcolm Smith, or the other guy Walker, and then JOK, we're going to be completely fine in linebacker.
I'm not worried about it.
Taki's a good player, man.
And honestly, I think we're in very good hands with Joe Woods.
Okay, so here let's play off of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you think that the Browns' defense has improved enough to make a difference right now? And do you think Joe Woods' scheme will be successful?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. I do.
Okay, on both fronts, though, is the question.
Yeah.
Okay, why? Why do you think that?
We picked up all the right pieces. Joe Woods has proved that his scheme can be successful with the right pieces. He's won a Super Bowl with those right pieces, and that's what
I think they went to a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, correct.
They went to a Super Bowl, right? Not to like correct you like that.
No, you're correct. Yeah. But yeah, I do see success when I look at this defense.
So you think they're going to be able to mash up week 1 against Kansas City?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I do too. I mean, I do too. And here's the thing, though. Kansas City's line is completely and totally different than it was last season.
Yep.
Completely and totally.
Yeah.
I mean, they have – and playing offensive line is like dancing together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm really not worried about it. We'll talk about Miles in a little bit, but yeah, I'm not worried about it.
All right, so let's get into a couple other topics while we're on the Browns, shall we?
Yeah. Let's go back to some wide receiver play for a minute.
Yeah, let's talk some wide receiver play. So who do you think is going to have a better season, DPJ or Hollywood Higgins?
I'll let you answer first.
I think it's going to be Donovan Peoples-Jones. I think he's taking the next step. They said he was like the superstar of training camp, and he just came in like on a completely different level. They said he completely rebuilt his body, like to be stronger, faster. And I saw that kid destroy people. So actually, he's my fantasy football sleeper. I picked him up because I think he's just going to have that big season. Someone laughed and said DPJ is not going to have a 1,400-yard season. He might.
So
they could do something like that. Something like that could happen.
So All right. Before like the end of last season, I would have went with Hollywood. Clearly, I would have went with Hollywood. I'm a fan.
I love Hollywood Higgins, and I think that
DPJ really started showing out though. The end of last season, he really did. And then like yeah, training camp and everything, he really impressed me. Um, I'm going with him too. I really am. I don't think that a 1,400 yard season is going to happen though, just because.
I said that jokingly.
Well,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but you know, I just think our wide receiver core has too many weapons for
Yeah, for sure.
either of them to go even to like. Man, I guess maybe one of them can get 1,000 yards and the other can get like 800, maybe.
Maybe I think
Maybe.
he could catch definitely like 5 or 6 touchdowns though, something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
both could get 5 or 6 touchdowns
Six
easily.
touchdowns, yeah, easily, yeah.
Um, they both could end up getting a decent contract next year, honestly.
I
But
don't know if Higgins is going to be here. The thing is
right,
DPJ I think
I
has another
think
year or two on his contract.
yeah, I think that yeah, DPJ will be the breakout though. Honestly,
Yeah, honestly.
um, Higgins will end up getting a decent contract somewhere else though, probably. Although
Okay,
I would
yeah.
love for him to stay, but
There's just too much talent, man. There's just too much
there's
talent.
too much,
Unless
and
unless they do something with Odell and they get rid of Odell or something, and then they have plenty of room for both of
we'll
them.
see who ends up fitting in where. I guess
It's going to be interesting, man. These are good problems to have.
right. Like I wouldn't want to lose any of them.
Yeah,
So
right, exactly. And you get them all this season. So,
yeah. So we'll see.
all right. Well, since we're talking so like politely and positively about the Browns, let's talk about what do you think their biggest liabilities are?
Uh, Kicker. I mean, we don't even fucking have one right now, right?
I mean, they got that dude. I don't even know McLaughlin or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't
I
know. They're like Parky's on IR. Can I be honest? Or he's like they cut him. Fuck Cody Parkey. Thank
I
God.
mean, yeah. Hey, everybody should know by now. I'm not a fan of Cody Parkey.
Yeah. But there's like all these bums, like not bums. There's like adequate kickers out there. You could probably go and find
I
someone to
mean,
do it, man.
Zane Gonzalez got
Yeah,
weight cut,
he's decent.
so
Yeah,
they'll pick him back up. I don't know.
yeah.
He's
He
not
played for the
bad.
Browns already once.
Right.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's good enough. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Like
What about Robbie Gould? Couldn't you trade some asset for Robbie Gould or something?
all I'm saying is like
Matt Prater? I don't know. Pick
there's
up Matt Prater.
there's so many people on this planet who play soccer, or let me rephrase that. There's so many people on this planet who play football that you could go and fucking find and sign that could kick the goddamn ball far as fuck and straight through the goddamn goalposts. It wouldn't be that damn hard to find. Like,
I mean,
I don't
listen,
know.
there's plenty of good kickers in the NFL. I'm sure you could probably trade for someone or pick somebody up. I mean, there's ways to handle it if you
There's
really
plenty
want a
of people to
kicker.
find that could kick a goddamn
Yeah,
football.
I know. They don't need the McLaughlin, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't
It
know.
shouldn't be this
All
hard to
right.
find a goddamn kicker. I don't understand why a kicker is that hard to find.
Apparently, it's more difficult than you thought. So I think the Browns' biggest liability, and
If
honestly,
Ferris
it's
Bueller can
the
do everything that he does in that goddamn movie, a kicker should be like, fuck, I don't know. It shouldn't be that hard.
it's a mental game being a kicker too. It's like playing
Like
golf.
you just come with the yips.
You can get the yips.
Like no, you just come with them. I don't understand.
I don't know if you come with them. What do you want me to tell you? I don't know. I don't kick field goals. I'm not a professional golfer. I can tell you get the yips in golf though. I get them here and there.
I don't know.
What the fuck do you want me to tell you? I think their special teams as a whole, though, honestly, between me and you, it's probably going to be a liability. I mean, honestly,
I mean,
and they have a rookie kick punt returner in Derek Felton and Dimitri Felton or whatever the fuck his name is in
that
Felton.
kid's a fucking stud.
I know, and I hope he's like a better version of Tavon Austin, and I get that, but like, he is still a rookie, and there's a little bit of a nuance to being a kick returner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like we lost Kadar Hodge, who's one of our best special teams players too.
Did
It's
anybody
just
pick
tough.
him up?
Yeah, somebody picked him up. I can't remember who it was. I think Detroit. John Dorsey is helping run their GM group over there.
Okay.
And John Dorsey's too smart for that, so he picked him up.
Yeah.
John Dorsey's fucking smart, dude. What do you want me to tell you? All right. So, talking about other liabilities, do you think Baker and Odell are going to have better chemistry this season?
Yeah. I expect Odell to have one or more touchdowns in week 1.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. Chiefs don't have a bad defense.
I'm not saying they do, but mark my words.
All right. Well, we will see what the Chiefs do in week 1 against Odell. I don't know. He wasn't there last time. So
no, he wasn't, but he'll show up this time.
From your mouth to God's ears. I don't know. The jury's still out. I want to see how they play together. I don't know. I just don't know. I have to see what Odell hasn't even practiced or done anything. I mean, or in a preseason game, he wasn't even out there. I just want to see what's going on. I'm curious before I can make an assessment.
I don't know. I got faith, I guess.
Okay. You've little faith.
Things are all coming up.
I say that to you all the time.
I know, man. Things have been going good lately, so
I know.
Rolling the dice, baby. Let's go.
Speaking of rolling the dice, do you think Clowney will be able to stay healthy the entire season?
Yeah, I do. I have faith.
All right. I mean, I could see Clowney missing a couple of games, like 2 or 3 games.
That's possible, but we have pieces that can go in and play, and we'll be okay.
I mean, we're deep, dog. We're deep.
When you say stay healthy, I don't mean he's gonna go on the IR and miss, an extended.
No. I'm saying he can miss a couple of games here and there.
And that's okay. Whatever. Yeah. If he misses a game or 2 or 3, whatever, that's fine.
All right. So, do you think that Miles could win Defensive Player of the Year, Baker could win MVP, and Nick Chubb could be the running champ? All in the same season.
I fully expect Miles to win Defensive Player of the Year. I've been saying that all offseason.
Okay.
Baker for MVP.
That's a long shot.
That is a long shot. But if you were to give me Vegas odds on it, I don't know what they are.
I think he's plus 800.
I would maybe
and that's me shooting off the cuff. That's me talking out my ass. I think that's what they said.
We talked about that early on in the off season. I don't remember. I don't remember what they were, but I would maybe put money on that.
Okay. And what about Chubb?
Chubb winning the running championship. If he stayed healthy all season, that's never a bad bet because, he only ever loses that because he gets injured or something, right?
Right.
So that's not a bad bet. But because he splits carries with Hunt, also
it's doubtful.
It's doubtful, right? So that's probably the least likely of the 3, I guess.
Yeah.
In my eyes.
So
where do you stand?
I think Miles is most likely, Baker is medium, and Chubb is unlikely. Honestly, I drafted Chubb in our fantasy league in the first round. My right 2 picks before Be Weird, he flicked me off. So tell everyone what happened in our draft.
I had to draft fucking what's his name, Najee Harris from the fucking Steelers.
So you're cheering for the Steelers now?
I'm trying to trade him to our commissioner, who I beat in the championship last year, because he wants him. So I'm trying to trade him to him.
Yeah, well, J Dubs was ranked Nick Chubb the 21 running back overall on his list.
That's fucking
really the 21 player. No, the 21 player overall on his list.
Yeah,
and Nick Chubb is easily top 10 fantasy player. Yeah. And then I got Jonathan Taylor, who's also a first-round draft pick in the second round because I had a keeper, which was a great value, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out. That was a great value.
My receivers
are
strong.
Deny that. Yeah, I have no receivers. I'm all running backs.
Maybe we'll make a trade.
Right, yeah, you might actually want to trade with me.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually make a trade. Who
A
knows?
trade, yeah. I don't know. Um, what else is
My
there? I
starting
mean, so
running backs
yeah,
are good, but I don't have any like backup running backs. That's my issue.
yeah. I'm pretty deep. I'm pretty deep at running back. I have Raheem Mostert, and then I have Sony Michel, who's playing, who could be a big player for the Rams this season. So, by the way, have you gotten your ass to Heinz to get me a box of Nick Chubb Crunch?
Not yet. I will closer to when you come
All
in.
right, all right. You better fucking get me a box
You
of
know
that
I
shit. I want
will.
to eat it. I want to try
I
it.
got to get
All
my
right.
first paycheck first. I'm broke as shit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of not being broke as shit, let's talk about what we think the Browns are going to do this
All
season.
right.
So, what do you think that? What do we think the record is?
So
I'll let you
we're
reveal
we're
it.
in agreement here that they're going to go 13-4.
Right. We think they're going to lose 4 games this season.
So where do you think that places them as far as playoff spot?
I think they could possibly win the division this season. It depends on how things play out with the Ravens.
I think that they do win the division, but where do you think that
Yeah.
places them as far as like first, second, third?
They'll be in like second place for the someone will lose, someone will go like 15 and like 2.
Who?
Maybe Kansas City or Buffalo or something. Maybe Kansas City only loses to us week 1 and then doesn't lose again until like week 17.
Hmm.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right.
Because they bench everyone, or they could go like 14-3.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I'm just trying to be. You know what, dude? I just don't want to be like overly like confident in the Browns. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
So, all right. I think that's it for the Browns.
Yeah, that was good. Feels good.
All right. Let's. Yeah, it did feel good. Let's talk about something that's not going to feel good.
You
The
know,
Bears.
we'll hopefully get to some good Bears stuff by the end, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll try.
Bears.
We'll try.
We'll try it. Yeah, the Bears season preview. L.A. Rams week 1 in L.A. Who do you got?
I'll get to some good Chicago stuff at least by the end of the conversation. How about that?
Right. All right. So who do you got?
All right. So week 1, Chicago Bears at LA Rams. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take the LA Rams. I'm taking the LA Rams because Matt Stafford knows the Chicago Bears, and unfortunately, Andy Dalton at this stage of his career is at the best a 8-8 or whatever 500 quarterback, and Matt Nagy is sticking to his guns and
He's a schmuck.
trying to not throw Justin Fields into the fire or whatever.
He's a ready NFL quarterback. You're a dumbass. They're starting Mac Jones.
He
He
really
was one of
is.
the two. He was one of the two ready-made NFL quarterbacks. Him and
Absolutely.
Mac Jones were the two, and Bill Belichick is starting Mac Jones. Nagy is a schmuck.
Yeah.
Belichick is smart.
We said, before the draft even, that they were the two that were ready, and the Bears needed to trade up and draft Justin Fields, start him week 1, and if they didn't do it, then it would be Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy's jobs on the line because they were gonna fuck up.
Well, here we are.
Right, and here we are in reality where it's their jobs on the line. So, my prediction of what's going to happen, Dalton is going to get fucking pulled from the game because he's going to fucking suck. And
I don't know if they're going to pull him from this game. I think they're probably let him finish the game.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, there's so much pressure on him to be good. There's so much pressure on him to be good. And if Aaron Donald gets to him, I don't know, let's say 3-4 times in that first quarter, or
We have no offensive line is probably what's going to happen.
First or second
You need
quarter, let's say.
You need a mobile quarterback, though.
Well,
To deal with
Justin
that.
Fields knows how to manage that game. I've seen him in the preseason. managed that game pretty well. I have confidence in Justin Fields more than Andy Dalton. I'm pretty sure everybody else does too.
Except for Matt Nagy.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Like,
he's an idiot, man. He has to be
I don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
For as smart as Kevin Stefanski is, and like just the way he handles everything, like exactly the way that I would, on every level, Matt Nagy does the complete opposite of everything that I would do.
Like, I was happy when, the Bears got Matt Nagy. Like, I thought he was going to be a good coach.
Didn't he win Coach of the Year? I think he did.
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
Yeah, that worked out real well after that.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but Stefanski, I don't feel like is like that. Like, I don't feel like Stefanski's just gonna throw. He's like cool, calm, and collected. You know what I mean?
Two totally different personalities and people.
Right.
Totally different people.
Thank God we have Kevin Stefanski on the Browns. Thank God.
But if they get to Andy Dalton and the pressure gets to him and everything, and they're forced to take him out, I think Justin Fields comes in and at least makes it look like a somewhat competitive game in, like, let's say the second half or whatever.
It could.
Because, what the fuck does Matt Nagy have to lose if he plays them in the second half if they're getting fucking killed?
He's a schmuck, man. He's gonna be like, I said I wasn't starting Justin Fields.
Right, so then he doesn't start him.
That's how he's gonna do it. That's what he's gonna do. I mean, I'm just telling you. Right, I'm not gonna start Justin Fields.
So then, okay, he doesn't start him. So then he just plays him in the second half. There you go.
But he's not gonna, like, that's not how these dumbasses think, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know. I don't know. I just can't see.
It's like Hugh. I'm calling the shots, and I'm driving the bus, and it's my bus. It's the same kind of bullshit.
I can't see Andy Dalton playing very far into the fucking season. I really can't.
Okay, so here's my question. Everyone, we are going to the Browns and the Bears game.
Yep.
Officially, it is happening. Yep. 110%. So we are going to record probably sooner after, right? Like around, maybe on Monday after the Browns game. So we will be there. Do you think that by the time we go to week 3, okay, when we go, do you think that they're going to be playing Justin Fields and not Andy Dalton?
I hope so.
Do you think? Well, what do you think? Do you think he will be benched by the time week 3?
I do.
Okay, I don't. I don't think they're going to do that.
You don't?
I really don't. No, Matt Nagy just strikes me as he's saying all the wrong things. He really is, and I just think he's so stubborn and stupid to the point that they're going to try and hold off on Justin Fields as long as they can, possibly to the detriment of their own season. So.
That wouldn't be good. I'd be kind of pissed off, honestly.
I just think he's that dumb, dude. He really is.
I mean, I can't disagree with you there. That's for sure.
All right. So let's talk a little positive things here about the Bears. Do you think that Khalil Mack can still play at an elite level?
Absolutely. Their D-line is still good, but they're definitely going to have to still have help around him in the secondary, particularly.
I mean, they still have Hicks, which is a big help, honestly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Which is huge. Yeah. I love I mean, I don't know. I know, I do too. He almost went to the Browns, apparently, this season, they were saying.
Yeah.
There was a possibility of that.
That would have been huge.
Yeah, I mean, I think Khalil Mack can still play, man. I think he can ball out, man. He's still good, man. He's not even 30, I don't think.
No.
He's like still in his 20s, man.
I don't know how
old he can ball out. But... Yeah. I mean, I like Khalil Mack. He's going to be fine. I'm not worried about Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
That's like the least of the Bears' worries. I mean, he's a beast. He's going to be Khalil Mack. You know what I mean? As long as he's healthy, that defense is a force to be reckoned with. So if they have Hakeem Hicks and Khalil Mack on the field, they're going to be set.
Right.
Yeah.
At least
their defense is
on the
going to kill.
line for sure.
Yeah, their line is going to kill people.
Yeah. But the secondary though is, I think, their biggest liability on the field.
On that side of the ball.
Yeah.
On that side of the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quarterback is their biggest liability on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, do you think Allen Robinson will catch over 1,400 yards this season?
Yeah, I don't think it matters who's throwing him the ball because he's still a stud. So
yeah, he's a beast. I mean, I think he's going to ball out. He'll probably have at least probably close to 10 touchdowns, probably something like that, regardless of who's throwing to him.
Yeah.
So the guy's just an animal. He's a fucking blue chip wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the best wide receivers I've ever seen.
Maybe.
He's so fast, man, and he's tall, and he just moves.
Yeah.
He's just shifty.
He is. He's really good.
He's really fucking good. He's one of the best. Let me rephrase this. He's one of the best Bears wide receivers I've seen.
That's fair. Yeah, that's definitely fair.
I rephrase that. Revise my take.
So, all right. So, what week do you think that Fields will come in?
Like 6 or 5, 6 or 7, something like that.
Okay.
They're going to try and hold off as long as they can.
All right. You think he'll still be able to win Rookie of the Year?
I think it's possible, and he could come in and keep the season from being manageable. But this is what factors into what we're going to talk about with our records for them.
You think that he can still win Rookie of the Year over Mac Jones or any of these other quarterbacks?
Well, I mean, I think it's definitely possible, but also Mac Jones, anything can happen. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is gonna. I mean, I saw the preseason games of Trevor Lawrence. He threw one good pass, and the guy was wide ass open.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, this is Trevor Lawrence." Dude's soft, and Urban Meyer's a shit coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
In college, he's great. Different game.
Absolutely.
So, I just think that they're just way in over their head in Jacksonville, TBH.
I completely agree.
Completely
agree.
I mean, I think Mac Jones has the best chance of winning Rookie of the Year, but I definitely think Justin Fields could do it as well, especially since Mac Jones is starting now right off the bat.
Yep.
If Belichick is starting Mac Jones, it confirms our belief that he was NFL ready immediately.
Yep. I said it right from the start. Mac Jones and Justin Fields.
Two NFL ready quarterbacks now.
Yep.
I think Trevor Lawrence is the one who could have benefited from sitting on the bench a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. If anyone. And they had nothing to lose. It's not like they had any other pieces. They don't need to start him right now.
Right? Yeah.
They could have kept Gardner Minshew and had a chance to win and played Gardner Minshew. You know what I mean? They're idiots. Urban Meyer's a moron sometimes. Doesn't know how to play the NFL game. They had a good journeyman quarterback to start for Lawrence for a couple of games.
Yeah. Could have. Oh well. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. All right. So, what is the biggest liability for the Bears? Since we talked about the Browns' biggest liability.
Secondary on defense for me.
Okay.
Quarterback controversy on offense. And then for me, Matt Nagy is the all-around fucking biggest liability.
Can you believe that? Where that mean you were sitting here and talking about how big of a liability someone who won Coach of the Year is?
It's ridiculous.
How do you go from winning Coach of the Year to being a liability?
Ask Matt Nagy.
Yeah, please, Matt Nagy, if you're out there, can you answer that question? For real, dude.
I wish.
Matt Nagy. Motherfucker Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
Dumbass. All right, with that being said, since Matt Nagy's a dumbass, what do you think the Bears are going to go?
10-7.
I think that's very fair.
Maybe even 9-8.
9-8 is definitely possible, or 8-9.
Really depends on when they bring in Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
and the O-line and how their secondary plays on defense.
Yeah, but I think the biggest question mark is when they bring Justin Fields in.
Yeah.
For sure. Honestly. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that was some good sports talk there.
It was.
Definitely that was quality segment on sports.
It was.
I was a little rusty. It's been a month.
Yeah, it's been a long month.
Yeah. All right, you want to do a strain of the week?
Let's do it.
Okay, so our strains of the
We got
week.
3 of them.
Right, coming at you since it's been a little bit of a
Strains of
while.
the month.
Of the month, right? Wow. So my strain, and B-Weird's got the other two, is Guru number 10 by MUV. Okay, it is a great indica dominant hybrid. It tastes like Northern Lights, which you know that I've said 100 times. What's my favorite taste? When it tastes like Northern Lights. So you definitely have to check it out. It's purple with hints of green. It's just got a great smell, great taste. I'm picking up another track of it tomorrow from MUV. Shout out to them. They had 25% off. Me being who I am, I can't pass up a good deal. So yeah, no, definitely. I've really been loving MUV. That's who I've been going to a lot lately. They're around the corner from my house as well. They're pretty close. So I really have enjoyed all that. So that's my my strain of the week or month, whatever we're calling it.
So yeah, I've been smoking Critical Hog by Hema, like pretty much all month. It's set to actually expire on September 30th, so it's been on sale all month. It's really, really good. It's like 20 fucking, I got the bottle right here. 25% THC. And
that's real high, dog.
I know. And because it's set to expire, every bottle I find like one seed. So whenever the laws change, I'll be able to grow it. And it's a really, really good indica dominant hybrid. It's really tasty. I love it. I'll smoke it all before it expires. It's good.
Well, you should save some for me because now I want to try
you'll
it.
be up here before it expires.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
I'm so excited for that game, man.
Me too.
Oh
man.
my god.
Me too. And then I actually picked up this other strain called Forbidden Jelly by Fireland Scientific. It's a PTSD specific strain for that's an indica dominant hybrid too. It's 24%. It's really good at night. Actually, it really helps me sleep lately. It's been good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good.
We like weed.
Really do.
Yay weed. Yay weed. All right, let's talk a little concert of the week.
Yeah, concert of the week is fucking exciting right now.
Right, there's a lot of good concerts right now.
Yeah.
Music is back, folks. Thank God. I went to a Dave Matthews concert down here since our last show. No, what did I went? No, I think I went before that.
Yeah, you went before.
I can't remember.
You went before.
Man, I smoked too much weed. I can't remember.
You do smoke a lot of weed.
Coming from the man who smokes a lot of weed.
I do smoke a lot of weed. You're correct.
You are correct, sir.
So our concert of the week is actually going to be that is correct. Our concert of the week.
That's where the show gets weird, everyone.
Right. I am now taking off my shirt. No. Actually, J-Rex is. No.
God help us
all. All right. No. All right. I'll stop that now. I'm sorry. God damn it. All right. So our concert of the week is actually going to be the Dead and Company tour, which has been so fucking awesome. Like, so I've already said this already because we've talked about them, I think, twice already. So I'm going to see them in Cleveland here or Cuyahoga Falls, whatever, Blossom, this week actually, which I'm super fucking excited for. And the tour started off in North Carolina. They started off with Touch of Grey, then did like Shakedown Street, Deal, Tennessee Jed, Brown Eyed Woman, and then I called this song that they were going to end the first set with New Speedway Boogie, and they did. I called that shit. So I love that. And then they opened the second set with Playing in the Band, Truckin', Spoonful of Love, Playing Reprise, Help on the Way, Slipknot, Franklin's Tower, Drum Space, The Wheel.
I told you they were going to place Franklin's Tower in the second set.
Yep,
I did tell you that.
you did. Death Don't Have No Mercy, and then Not Fade Away. Great fucking show. The first show back.
So I'm going to their show in October, and I really want to see Scarlet Fire. That's like the one thing I want to see.
Yeah, that would.
I never saw Scarlet Fire.
That would be good. Then like they've just been playing, like every show is just fucking great. Every show is great. Like I'm just gonna pick out some random ones here.
Yeah, pick out a random one. Go through it.
All right, so let's see. City Field, New York City, right? They open up with Let the Good Times Roll, into Bertha, Good Lovin', go into like a Ramble on Rose. Second set, Eyes of the World into Uncle John's Band, China Doll, China Cat, Sunflower, I Know You Rider, Althea, Stella Blue, US Blues, and then The Wait Encore. Like that's a fucking show right there.
Yeah,
right.
I like Broken Down Palace too. That's another one here.
In Philly, right? So their Philly show, the rain was so bad they had to end it. Like they never ever do that, but they had to do that in Philly, which really sucks. But like they had to, they had no choice. So it was a great show though, which you're gonna actually love. Like this is a great show. Mississippi Half Step, Alabama Getaway, Jack Straw, Franklin's Tower, Estimated Profit, Sugary, Lady with the Fan, Terrapin Station, The Other One, Drum Space, The Wheel, Morning Dew, One More Saturday Night, and then Broke Down.
They never play Morning Dew, Broke Down Palace, and Terrapin Station.
Right,
like very rarely.
That was a great show.
Those are very rare songs for the Dead and Company.
Like they fit all of those in, and then
those are three of my favorite songs, man. Terrapin Station, Morning Dew, Broke Down Palace. I love all three of those songs.
Right, like all right, Bristol, Virginia.
Direwolf. I heard they've been playing Direwolf a lot too.
Yeah, this one here, Bristol, Virginia. Cold Rain and Snow, Feel Like a Stranger, Mr. Charlie, which like they never play. Friend of the Devil, Dire Wolf, Liberty, Birdsong, Don't Ease, Birdsong, which I guess was like I didn't hear it, but I hear it was like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Don't Ease Me In. Second set, Here Comes Sunshine, which was fucking great. Like that was like such a great song. Cumberland Blues, He's Gone, Scarlet Begonias, Fire in the Mountain, Drum Space, Black Peter, Sugar Magnolia, Black Muddy River. Like that's a great fucking set.
When they play Scarlet Fire, they typically play Sugar Magnolias as well.
Yeah,
they usually all three go together, which I've never heard all three of them. So I would love to go see them play all three.
Right. It's a good one. So this one is fucking awesome, right? So they played in Woodstock, right, or Bethel, Woodstock. Right. So the first set was they opened with Hell in a Bucket, Easy Wind, Loser, Brown Eyed Woman, Throwing Stones, Row Jimmy, Lost Sailor, Saint of Circumstance, right? Then the second set, Bob Ware comes out and he talks about Woodstock 69, their original Woodstock, which historically he always hated. Like they always were never happy with their set at Woodstock. Like they had technical issues and their performance was sloppy and they were never happy with it. So what did they do? They came out and they redid it.
They replayed their set list from Woodstock.
Yep. So St. Stephen, Mama Tried, Dark Star, High Time, Turn on Your Love Light, Drums, Bass, Space, Deal, Standing on the Moon, Love Light, and then an encore of Ripple.
That's incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
That's absolutely incredible. I wish I had been at Woodstock to see that show again.
Right. Then in SPAC in Saratoga, like where I used to live, Shakedown Street, Bertha, Peggy-O, Me and My Uncle, They Love Each Other, West LA Fade Away, Birdsong, second set, Let the Good Times Roll, Scarlet Begonias, Help on the Way, Slipknot, Fire on the Mountain, Drum Space, Cumberland Blues, The Days Between, Not Fade Away, Black Muddy River. Like, just great sets, man.
Wow, dude.
Like they're killing it. And then the chemistry between like Jeff and John are just like absolutely insane.
Yeah, man. It seems like they're like getting really comfortable playing with each other.
Yeah. They're absolutely insane.
So, all right. Well, I think that is a good way to lead us out, don't you?
Absolutely. Unless you want to talk about What If.
We could talk about What If a little bit.
That
I mean, what has been your favorite episode so far of What If?
So I have a couple favorite episodes, I think. So the Agent Carter episode, which was the first episode.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I think that has a lot of implications for what the MCU is. That still what we're calling it?
Yeah, it's the MCU. Sure.
But I think that what that direction is actually going to go. I think that episode had a lot of implications for where that is going to actually head. And then the last episode with the Doctor Strange, that is going to have a lot of implications too for where they're heading.
The evil Doctor Strange episode?
Yeah.
He's kind of a douche, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bit of a douche. I personally like the Star-Lord one with T'Challa taking Peter Quill's place, and I thought that was a really interesting one.
That was cool.
I didn't like the one where they killed off all the Avengers that much. I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
the twist was interesting.
That was good too. That was really good too. They're all really cool.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one. That one wasn't like necessarily like a huge thing for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I
don't know. It's a really good show. I've been enjoying it, and we'll talk more about Titans and a couple other shows.
Yeah, we'll do DC shows next week.
Yeah, he hasn't caught up on all the DC shows. I'm up to date, but someone's been slacking because he's got a new person in his life.
Sorry. It's,
Watch your TV, son. What did your mama tell you? Mama tried. Mama tried.
Mama tried. Mama tried. But,
21 in prison. Doing life without parole.
Mama tried.
All right, you want to take us on out?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, why don't we do that?
Still got a Discord. We haven't been on there though that much.
We're busy. It's so much shit. It's so much shit to be on.
It is, and I'm actually on like a lot of Discord servers, and it's a lot. But we can get back on there football season. Try to build that back up. Anyway, yeah. Subscribe still on YouTube, Podbean, Apple, Spotify, TuneIn. Twitter, B_Weird1, at Atrocitus Rex, ATROCITUSREX, National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255, National...
It's the addiction hotline.
Sorry. 1-800-662-4357.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I'm stoned. But I'm not addicted. I'm gotta get up for work in the morning and shit,
I know. Well,
I'm just tired.
Yeah, right.
Been on a computer all day, honestly.
Yep. I hear you.
Oh man.
All right.
It's been fun. I love being back. That was great.
Yeah, it feels good, man. Yeah. It feels good. It's like riding a bike.
I can't do that. That's not good. I mean, I guess I can do that. I'm just not good at it. Oh, that was embarrassing for everybody. Well, now everybody knows something about me. There you go.
You can't ride a bike, or you're not good at it?
Not good at it. Yeah, I'm not good at riding a bike.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not good at riding a bike?
No, I'm not good at riding a bike.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little surprising.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note,
I'm good at basketball.
That's okay. I'm good at golf. We all have our things.
Yep. All right, everybody. Have a good week. Try to be better at something like riding a bike.
Go Guardians.
Peace.